Hi everyone, welcome to my session on column formatting in SharePoint. My name is Debolina Dasgupta and this is my session for Data Popcorn. Let's get started by understanding what SharePoint column formatting is. It's a very powerful feature. It allows you to make your display in lists and libraries prettier. It's a simple JSON syntax, so you can easily customize your columns. You can add colors, icons, and put some conditional formatting. I mean, it should be easy to know if some values are in negative and some are positive. If it has a different color, you'll be able to see and understand it as soon as you look into it. And one of my personal favorites is you're able to call an external API. So the API can give you results and that you can display in your list. Cool, right? How it actually works is it doesn't modify your data. It's just a predefined JSON object, and if you change the object, it makes it look different. It's basically making it more visually informative, and it's not changing any underlying content. To look at an example, we have a list on the top which has a lot of details, but the list at the bottom uses conditional formatting on columns, different kinds of formatting on columns, and that makes it look more readable, easy to understand. The status column has conditional formatting saying that if it's blocked, it's red, if it's done, it's green. And the days are in a column format, so you know which one is huge, which one is small, and it makes things so much easy. Okay, so let's get started. This is my list. Maybe you have a summarization of all the expenses. And if you want to add a column formatting, the easiest way to do is to go to the arrow and go to column settings and click on format this column. This allows me, this has a couple of options where you can choose which column you want to format. You can choose if it's category or if it's amount, and you can quickly add the data bars. So you can easily look at it and see, okay, the I category BA is the most huge one. The rest of them are less. What if you want to know, you want to make some changes which is not available here? You can click on advanced mode and you'll be able to see the exact JSON object where all the conditions and processes are defined. So if you go and take a look at it, you'll be able to see where there are different elements and there are different attributes, and it is changed based on that. Now you might be thinking that, oh my god, you have to write a code, but there is a lot of helpful samples which is available in this GitHub repository. And you can look at a lot of options. You want to find the difference of a date, or you want to make sure that there is a download button for files. It's all there. So if I click on any one of them, say the date difference. So I have a start date, I have an end date. You often have those, right? Or maybe when someone was born or someone died, you have the age. So to add that, you need to go to the date difference JSON, copy this entire thing, and you paste it as a format in the advanced design mode. So basically, if you look at this, it's one of the simplest examples that I've seen. It defines a div, and in the text content for that element of div, it defines that it converts it to a number, and then it subtracts between them, and then you multiply it by the number of by year, hour, month, second, and then you come to the actual number. And this is how it will look like when you are looking at the age. Now let's dive into the example that I like the most, calling an API. This is a sample that I took from the same document library, from the same GitHub library. And this one was done by Ganesh Snap, and we can look at it here. So basically, if you have an API, like if you are using a flag API, if you have an API, you can actually use that to make your list look exactly like this. So how that works, let me show you how it works, and then we go back and see how the formatting is done. So how it works is if I add new and I define, say, United, I define the name of a country, United Arab Emirates, and I save, I can see that the flag of UAE is displayed. So these are all the countries that I've lived in. And oops, I did that Singapore. I also lived in Singapore. And you can actually go and see what changes or how the API is being called. So if you go to column settings like before and format this column, you'll be able to see that here for this particular field, I'm calling the flag CDN API, and I'm passing the values for different countries. and that is displayed in an image element. So this is our HTML image element, and this is the source. And so it gets the image from the API here, and then it embeds or allows us to embed that particular image in our list. However, just a word of caution, if you want to use it, you have to make sure that your HTML field security in your site settings is set to that to allow adding iframe.